Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Bingol in Turkey. Look at this region surrounded by the Y is surrounded by this region, I should say. The Y at the end of Turkey, at least the old spelling of Turkey. The one in my title is the current correct spelling. But you could spell it this way, they'll know what you're talking about. But anyway, Bingöl, you can see is located in eastern Anatolia. Anatolia being the large peninsular part of Turkey located in Asia. Bingöl translates to thousand lakes, which you couldn't tell from my map because you can't see any of them on here. But I do assure you that there are many beautiful lakes in this region, and we will look at them on Google Earth later in the video. You can see the Murat River flowing through here. And just on like the borders are the Bingol Mountains. You can see some of them labeled there. And yeah, for the most part, the rest is just mainly farmland. But it does have a lot of natural beauty here, and there is a big tourism industry trying to drive people here for hikes and outdoor adventures. So of course we'll look at that on Google Earth as well. Really large tourism industry for Bingöl. I was very surprised. So the history that I found, this region, begins back in about 5000 BC. It's been inhabited for a very long time. And its earliest name would have been, and I'm not sure on the pronunciation of this, Sofini or Sophine. Not sure about that E at the end. But I like Sofini. I think that's a pretty name. It sounds a little Turkish too, even though it wasn't Turkish yet. This would have been in the time of Urartu, which was an ancient Armenian kingdom. And many people have come through and laid claim to this region. I'm going to gloss over that a bit because in my research I found a lot of, I would say, different or even some conflicting reports on the various peoples that controlled this region at different times. I've read that it was 100% controlled by the Armenian kingdoms. I read that it was a big Persian hotspot back in the day, the Hittites. Also, maybe they're both right, but the timelines didn't really make sense to me. So if any Turkish historians out there can explain that a little easier, that would be great. But I'm just throwing that out there. That's all I know. The Romans did eventually gain control of this region, and the Byzantine Empire would have controlled it by the year 942, and they called at least the town or the region Romanopolis. Great name. I think it was named after a person, but gets to the point. The Byzantine Empire, of course, being the Eastern Roman Empire, based in what's now Istanbul, just over there on our map. Although the people here would call it Çapakçur, which is an Armenian name, and it would be called that for a long time until the mid-20th century. I think after World War II they changed it to Bingol, which Çapakçur is from what I understand, the Armenian word for 1,000 lakes. They just changed it to Turkish. So after, I want to say, the Byzantines would have lost hold on this, I found some more conflicting, or I'm not quite sure, differing opinions on who would control this area. I've read the Ayyubids, the Artukids, the Suwaidids, various different dynasties in control of this region. I also read that it was just an Armenian stronghold. So again, maybe all of it was true. Maybe they all overlapped. I'm not positive. I also didn't see any dates to some of these claims. A lot of them were on tourist websites, so they weren't too focused on the historic accuracy. They're more focused on you getting here so you can go hiking in the hills. But yeah, eventually, of course, it would fall under Ottoman control. And I imagine that this was such a hot spot that people wanted to control or claim because it's really kind of smack dab in the middle of everything. Because, you have Syria down here, the Levant just down there with Egypt as well. You've got Mesopotamia over here, the Caucasus, what was then Persia, and then of course the Black Sea that links you up to all kinds of Ukrainian and Russian and Eastern European regions. It's a good spot in the middle for trade, right? So I'm not surprised that so many people claimed this area, or claimed to claim this area, I suppose you could say, because it's very valuable for trading, communications, things like that. So, like I said, this was a large Armenian populated region controlled by the Armenians for a long time. And it was, even after the Ottomans claimed this region, apparently it was really late in like the 1700s the Ottomans didn't reach over here. Which I'm not sure I believe that either. I don't know. I'm not really trusting of a lot of the websites I read, to be honest. Maybe they were poorly translated ones, but I'm not sure. That could be true. I just doubt it a little bit. But it did have a very large Armenian population. And why does it no longer have a large Armenian population? Well, if I say why, a lot of Turkish viewers might be upset, and honestly, YouTube might be a little upset because it contains phrases that YouTube does not find very friendly. Just, you can say that the straight facts is that prior to World War I, this was a very populated Armenian region, and after World War I, it was not. You can draw your own conclusions based on that fact. That's all I'm going to say about that. For relaxation purposes as well, it's not a relaxing topic whatsoever. Today, though, the largest population would be the Kurds, or Kurdish peoples, and you can even see on my map, we have Kurdistan labeled, R-D-I, down into Iraq, and so on. I'm too zoomed in for you to see the rest. Kurdistan, which I read once. I'm not sure this fact is true either, but it's never been disputed from what I can tell, that the Kurds are the largest ethnicity without a designated homeland. Because Kurdistan is a thing, but it's not like there's lines drawn on a map for Kurdistan, right? It spans many different countries, including this area here in Turkey. And in 2 weeks, very soon, we'll be down here, which is very much in the heart of Kurdistan. So maybe we'll talk more about it then. I haven't scripted this one yet. But yes, the Kurdish population is very prominent here because it's Kurdistan, right? What am I trying to say? There's a very large Kurdish population here. It's the majority population in Bingol. And in 1925, there's actually a Kurdish rebellion here in Genç, I believe you pronounce it, because Turkey had just become a thing. They had just become independent. And the Kurds felt that they were being discriminated against, which they probably were, let's be honest. I don't know the details. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm not Turkish. I'm not Kurdish. But there was a large rebellion that began here. It started to spread. That was put down by the Turkish government. And the Kurdish population here has been very vocal about their rights in many different ways. Some of them that are also not too YouTube friendly. But it doesn't mean that this is like a dangerous region, that there's, it's not like, you're going to be caught in the middle of some ethnic violence or anything if you visit. It's not like that. It's very safe here. This area, though, is also very seismically active. I feel like if you were worried about anything, you should be worried about earthquakes more than anything. Even though I grew up in a very seismically active place, we're not worried about earthquakes there either. There were very large earthquakes here. In recent history would have been 1966, 2003, and 2010, with the 2003 being, I believe the epicenter is very near Bingol, and it was very devastating. But this whole region of Anatolia is very seismically active. Many earthquakes happened, and very recently there was a very large earthquake down here last year that I'm filming this at least. So, I think that's pretty much all the history that I have for you. There are some interesting places to see on Google Earth. There was like a lot of places that were marked with slideshows, so I perused some of them, and I thought, you know what, let's do that thing where we just play along together and explore this region together, because there was a lot to see. So why don't we hop over to my tablet and check out Bingol on Google Earth. Let's go. Here we are in Bingol province. I don't think I said that in the beginning. Province, they have provinces in Turkey. But let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are. I mentioned that Bingol is in the middle of everything, at least in the ancient world. Let me show you. So this is Anatolia, this large peninsular shape between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. So yeah, there's Syria, Mesopotamia, the Levant, ancient Egypt, Persia would be over here, the Caucasus, and then you have Russia, Ukraine, Eastern Europe, just up there. There's Bingol just right there. So it is kind of in that good crossroads area. So let's start down here in Bingol. I don't remember seeing anything particularly interesting that I wanted to show you. What I thought was really interesting was the housing situation. Look at this like neighborhood from above. It's very uniform, isn't it? Looks like they've got like the mosque right there, a school, the parks. It's all very suburbia in a way. Everything very uniform. Yeah, and all the red roofs too. And then it's happening kind of down here too. But not as uniform. Probably more traditional. But it's so profound from up high. It's like you can't unsee it. It's a bit over here too. Very interesting, I think. I like to look at neighborhoods, see how what just like a regular house is in different parts of the world, because it can be so very different depending on where you are. Pardon me. I made spaghetti and garlic bread tonight. I ate a lot of garlic bread. It's sitting in my chest in the best way, making me a little bubbly though. What's up there? Do you see that? Look how bright green it is. It must have been, this is springtime, and then, come on, and then that's like summertime maybe? I hope you can't hear my cat crying at the door. You know, I left the door open the whole time I was filming that first part so he can come in, and then he didn't. so I closed it, and now he wants to come in. Look at these magnificent rocks. Very Cappadocia, which is not too far away from here. Wow, like pillars. They rode his motorcycle out. Look, they're like tiny hoodoos. That's fascinating. I bet that's millions of years of wind erosion. Wow. Gosh, it's almost like an alien world. But that's like one of the trademarks of Cappadocia is that it doesn't look like it's part of Earth at all. Here's a tomb. I probably should have looked up these tombs. That's a very green building. Nice domes on top. There's the actual tomb. Very green. They like their primary green. I guess that is like the color of Islam, right? But that is very bright. If you haven't seen my last Turkey video, there were a lot of tombs in that region, so I've learned the Turkish word for tomb. I'm not quite sure how you say it though, so. And Turkish is an interesting language. I really like it. What's this? What is this? Oh, how beautiful. Oh, village area looks like. Pretty. Alright, let's see. Let's see some actual stuff. Let me get the lines back up so we don't get lost. In the north, you can see the mountains there, right? Let's take a look. Then we'll look at some more towns. Let's take in some of this nature that the tourism industry here in Turkey is so heavily pushing. But like, how can you not love this? Little babbling brook stream there trickling by. That's something. Beautiful. Here's one of the lakes. One of the 1,000 lakes. There's a dam too. That's probably what we saw that weird picture of. Oop. I see a line there. Make sure that we're still in Bingol. Are we? Did I just cancel it? No. Okay, we're still in Bingol. This isn't as much a natural lake as a man-made lake though, but we can still check it out. Oh my gosh, can you see these peaks in 3D? Look. Oh, gorgeous. That is beautiful. There's another tomb. Turbesi, I'm guessing. Look at these magnificent mountains. And to think that this isn't even like the mountainous part of Turkey, right? That's lovely. Let's see if this gives us any slideshows. Whatever this is. No. Well, let's look at this tomb. Nice place for a tomb. Wow. There it is, I guess. Very stern expression there at the picnic site. I guess it is a serious place. It's someone's resting place, right? But still. Oh yeah, see, there's the border being cool. Let's not get too far ahead. Let's find another lake. Let's find another lake. Land of 1,000 lakes. Let's find another. But why don't I throw the borders back up, just in case. Come on. Thank you. We were up here. There's one. We found a lake. Very interesting shape. I wonder if it's dammed too, but I don't think so. Let's see, how can we see this lake? Maybe that park up there will show us. Oh yeah, it is. It is dammed. Let's see. Oh, there's no pictures there. Maybe at this dam there's pictures. No. You know, how was it that I was finding all these random photos before, but now that I'm actually filming, that? Is this a cloud? That's a bad photo? Yeah. Cut off photo of a cloud. Alright, let's look at some of the towns nearby. Sulhan is one of the other major towns. Oh, my poor cat is sad. I feel so bad. Well, he should have come in. Wow, look at these hills surrounding it. In this little valley here. Wow, there. In a mountain spot. I like it. They've got the red roofs too. On theme. Is there anything interesting to look at? Post office. Hotel. Let's see what this is. Nothing. Darn. There's a stream going by. That's pretty. What if I just tapped on the town? Let's see the town slideshow. There we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see beauty. A chicken. Nice photo. Yeah, the big hills in the background. I bet they are super bright green in the spring. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. Big bright green rolling hills. Tulips. Tulips are from Turkey. Fun fact. Not from Holland. Wow. That's lovely. You can see like the little hills. It gets mountainous and then mountains all covered in snow. Beautiful blossoms as well. Some sweet goats. I love goats. A sweet doggy. The winding road heading off into nowhere. And the other main town, just have to find it, is Gench. Let's take a peek. So what can we find here? There's a entertainment venue spot. There's one as well. That's all that Google wants to show me now is venue halls and meeting places. There's the Murat River going by. What do you think this is? Whoa, look at this. Whoa, it is. Wait. What's happening there? I don't know. It's a mystery. You can see, wait, that's train tracks. Is it? No, it's just a road. It looked like it's a fence. It looked like train tracks. So I was about to say, I didn't know that there were trains through here. Oh, but it got flooded. Oh, maybe the water was just too high that day. Wow. Showing off the bridge there. Big empty roads. Oh, all frosted in the snow. Really pretty. Interesting. Let's just look at the town slideshow and see what we can find. Actually, wait. Before we look at that pretty picture, look at this clock tower and the roundabout. I like that. It's like an old castle or something. But yeah, that is stunning pictures there of the mountains. And then the lowland hills getting higher and higher around it. Very pretty. And wildflowers, rolling grass, the pit mine. That's so lovely. Look at this. Wow. Oh, that's a pretty mosque. Yeah, from what I read, this region doesn't have all the mountains in it. They're all just outside of it. So you get all these pretty views. And you can see why they're really trying to get tourists here, can't you? And take advantage of all of this natural beauty. Alright, let's get the borders up one more time to see what we can find. I swear I found like lots of interesting things that I didn't take note of because they were just random slideshows just scattered throughout. And now I don't see any of them. We're back in Bingol. You know, we should just look at Bingol's slideshow too. All those red roofs. The center of town, a little pond there in the park. Oh, that's gorgeous. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sights like this. It's so, so pretty. Splashing in the stream on a hot day. There's nothing better than that. Wow. Very nice mosque there. Nice photo of that mosque, I should say. Little welcome to Bingol sign, I'm guessing. Lots of natural beauty. Wait. Speaking of Holland, look at this old traditional windmill here. This looks like mini golf. Do they have mini golf in other parts of the world? Is that just an American thing? Let me know. That's your comment of the day. Do you guys have mini golf and whatever, like putters, and you do little funny courses with little statues? They're usually like themed. Let me know. Wow, this looks like salt on these towers here. That is a beautiful waterfall. All the rocks around it is what makes it so pretty. It's a nice big vale. There's a cave there. Beautiful wildflowers up in the mountains. A little natural log bridge there. Sheepies. We love to see the baby sheep. Ooh, that's a neat photo too. Hopefully that's a filter. I don't think it actually looks like that. Let's find one more neat picture to see. Did we already look at this one? Was those cool rocks? Oh, I think I've seen this one though. Just a neat landscape. Oh, enjoying the grass on a nice day. Chilling with the bros. Just guys being dudes. Oh, how nice. Yeah, these were the kind of pictures I was looking at. Those were the cool rocks we saw. There's another slideshow over here. I saw it. It went away. Maybe it was this. Yeah, these cool rocks. Modeling at the cool rocks. That's so fun. Alright. Yeah, there's the tomb. I think we've come back around. So let's kind of go in the middle here. Let's see what we can find. Maybe one of these little towns has something for us. I doubt it. Populated by Kurds of the Hormic tribe and a population of 55. This is what we in America would call the boonies. Just no one lives there. There's nothing there. It's just nothing, right? How about this town? Maybe this park has something neat. You can see a cool river over there. Here we go. All right, let's close it out on this slideshow. As always, I encourage you to play around in these regions yourself on Google Earth, and maybe you'll find something interesting, and you can let us all know in the comments so we can all check it out. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing, especially for tomorrow's video. Oh, how sweet. He loves his sheep. Look at that grin. We are about to kick off 2 days of Vietnam adventures. Whoa, baby birds. Tomorrow I have 2 regions in Vietnam I'm going to show you. Cute kids there and sweet pup. That have really amazing history and some really amazing sights and even more beautiful beaches to show you. The day after that, I'm going to give you a tablet-only Vietnam video outside of Ho Chi Minh City. So 2 days of Vietnam adventures. You don't want to miss out. Be sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss it. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night. 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 And cut.